Thank you very much. It's me, the man in the chair, Ed Morysiak from East Toronto Living. And in this week's video, we are going to be talking about a hot segment right here in the GTA of properties that are still still hot and in demand amid a troubled market. So if you want to learn more about this segment, stay tuned. Now, before we continue, if you like this sort of content, if it's useful for you, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. It's really helping the channel grow, and I'm very grateful because the channel is really starting to pick up some steam the last couple months. And don't forget that if you got any questions about real estate, if you want to meet for coffee, and we could schedule a meeting. Here's my phone number, email, or we could do a Zoom meeting. But I prefer to meet for coffee. I've been featuring a lot of these amazing coffee places in my area here in the East Toronto end, and we could meet for coffee, talk about your real estate needs. All right, so let's get right to it. There's been a property type that I just want to lean back here. Okay, yeah, there's been a property type that's been really still been selling really well, and those are townhomes, and condominium townhomes, freehold townhomes. They come in different forms, but for the most part, this segment has done very well, even in the last couple of years, where the condo the condo market has just lost its once alluring sheen, according to BlogTO. And by the way, this reporting is from BlogTO. I'm going to leave a link here so you can read the article in more detail. But we've been over the last year, a little bit over a year, condominiums sellers, us realtors, we've had these listings, and we've basically experiencing nothing but crickets. Not a lot of activity for condo apartments, but this segment, townhomes, that's been moving fairly well. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense because if you're, if you want to get into the market and you're sort of in that middle price affordability, and usually people who are moving to Toronto are in a higher income bracket. But townhomes are a really good place to start because you could make it your first time home, and you can make it your last home because they're big enough. You've got space. You've got they're a bit cheaper, and we've got a fair amount of them, and they're a good option. You've got the maintenance fees don't tend to go up very much because they tend to be small to begin with, and there's not really a lot that needs to be maintained. I mean, you got your sidewalks and shoveling and parking and stuff, and occasionally the roof and all that goes, but that isn't for a long way away, and the fees will go up over time, but not at the same rate as say a condo townhome will. And we've actually seen a 5.8% jump in condos in townhome sales in December 2024, and that was a 5.8% increase since December 2023. Now that the demographic, according to my old company there, Remax, they've actually predicted that most of the demographic that's buying these townhomes are first-time home buyers. I mean, sure, why not? The other thing too is getting back to townhome or condominiums. we saw in the 905s, we saw a 1.7 percent surge in condo apartments in the last in December 2024. I mean, that's still pretty low. There's still a lot more inventory, and but in Toronto proper, we've seen fewer sales of 4.7% year over year. So really, kind of just if you take the whole GTA, it's still pretty darn low. We've got lots sitting, and that's December's numbers. Now, from my point of view, we had my weekly meeting at my office, and a lot of the agents that have condos for sale, some of them are actually sold in multiples. No, they were priced well to begin with, so let's call it for what it is. They priced it well and they sold it, but they sold it quickly, and I mean that's a good sign. And we actually had two agents in my office who listed and sold condos very quickly, and they sold. They got close to their price. So, and the other thing too is, it should be mentioned that as of today, the Bank of Canada dropped rates by a quarter point. So definitely that's going to have an impact in the market. And there's a couple things too. It's I can't believe it. It's January 29th today. Okay, we had the rate cut. And we had a whole bunch of back-to-back rate cuts last year, which was awesome, much needed. But also, we're approaching the beginning of the spring market. I can't believe in a couple days it's going to be February, and come March we're going to be in full swing with the spring market, and that always is the most active time of year when homes sell. I mean, always. I mean, we go into reasons why that is, and I mean, typically, it's the cycle of sales. Folks will, they want to put the home up in the spring because the logic is, and it makes sense. The logic is, it sells say in maybe June, so they move in the summer, and nice weather to move in. You're not trying to move in the winter, and also your kids, your kids get to finish the school year, so then they start their next school year at a different school in September, not in the middle of the year. So that's pretty much the logic behind all that. But that's it's still that has, as long as I could remember, that's been the cycle, the real estate selling cycle. And of course, we know, by July it's the second worst time, and also December, Christmas season, holiday season is the worst. But there you have it. I guess what else would be notable? We I know there was something else that I wanted to mention here. Um, they I mean, Blog TO, we was the report that this came from. And I think I'll mention I like Blog TO. As you noticed, maybe the last three videos have been articles on Blog TO. I find they tend to be the most factual. They also not overly sensationalized. I mean, they're pretty. I mean, numbers are numbers. They get them from Treb. Treb, reports the numbers, and the numbers are what they are. We just interpret the data. So there it is. So again, if this content is useful for you, please like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment on my channel, because it's helping the channel grow, and I'm really grateful. And also, if you have any questions about real estate, and and another thing too, when you leave a comment, I address the comment, I answer the comment, or the question on, when you leave a comment, and especially if it's a question, I'll answer it. I love them, and as long as it's not a economics lesson. Somebody, had a rather lengthy comment, and it required a lot of explanation, which I really couldn't do on the channel. But I will reach out to you, and if you like, and and we could have a quick chat, and I can maybe hey, if that's what it is, if you need an economics lesson, I'll do my best to address it. But as long as it's a quick and easy answer, I'll answer it back on the comments, and or we can even make it a topic of discussion for my my video, which I have in the past. Okay, so yeah, don't forget, every Thursday at 5 o'clock I post a new video. And also, we're going to start doing it twice a week. We're waiting. As you probably noticed, I haven't been shooting any home tours. That's just 'cause there hasn't been any new product that has been coming out on the market. I've pretty much shot everything I could, and quite often, a lot of the owners don't want videos done. So, but bear with me. I will have lots more of those in the coming months and weeks and months, and we'll be showing more of those. And I can't wait because I want to get out and start looking at properties myself. So that's it for now. Don't forget, and next week, and then we'll have a couple more. We'll be going to twice a week format. I can't wait, but I will let you know. Yes, thank you. So yeah, that's me, Ed Morysiak, and that's me, and I'll look forward to seeing you all next week. So, cheers, and we'll see you, and have a great week. Woo!